So we're going to hit record. Okay, sweet. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, guys. So I am super pumped up for this meeting. So what we're going to be talking about, you guys, this is my really good friend, Andrew. He is a freaking bomb-ass digital marketer. He's totally crushing it with bots, especially within the fitness industry. He's also really passionate about fitness and has had a really cool, like, transformational story in the past couple months. So yeah, Andrew, why don't you take the floor, tell us a little bit about yourself, and yeah.
Yeah, what's up, guys? So yeah, Andrew Qzx. My entrepreneur journey started back in July. I was working a 9-to-5 IT sales job up until that point. Hated it, and so decided to get into digital marketing. Started out with the Dan Henry Facebook Ads for Entrepreneurs course. Was able to land 12 clients in my first month, and I think, like, if you're good at sales, like, you can create your own agency pretty easily. And then it was just learning the, like, how to do it part and create results. And I caught on pretty quick with that. And then from there, I did just Facebook ads with sales funnels and then email automation. And then in October, maybe it was September, October, really got into messenger bots. Started out with ManyChat and started running campaigns for local businesses through ManyChat bots. And then recently, over the past 2 months, I got into Chat Fuel and love the functionality of Chat Fuel. So we're going to be going over a chatbot that I built out for a local gym around here that killed it. It got 258 subscribers in like 3 weeks. And then
That's awesome.
it made them over $18,000 over from 3 weeks, and then over the lifetime. So since that campaign in November, it's made them over $18,000 now. So that was pretty badass.
That's awesome. Yeah, seriously, talk about like a value bomb.
Yeah. So we only spent like $250 on ad spend. So it was really nothing. And then I've recently gotten in Chat Fuel. Love working out like calculations in Chat Fuel. So I made a BMI calculator and a macros calculator in a personal trainer bot. I've just recently got into online personal training, so I'm going to use that for my own business and then sell that bot to other personal trainers. So that's the plan.
Awesome, man. You're like totally crushing it, and I'm just like super stoked to have you on here again. I know we've actually had an interview in the group before, but this one's going to be like absolutely value packed, and I'm super pumped up. So,
yeah, man.
Yeah. So why don't you just, I guess, do you want to share your screen, or I don't know how you want to do it, but why don't you just go ahead and get started. So I think where a lot of people are at in the audience today are, a lot of them are interested in, starting running Facebook ads, running chatbots, building out chatbots for local businesses. Or actually, we also have a lot of people who are already in the fitness niche. They're just not doing bots yet, whether it's for themselves or for, other fitness professionals. So, oh yeah, by the way, everyone open the chat box so you can actually see it. Thank you, Amanda, for the reminder. But yeah, everyone type in your questions in the chat box. That's kind of a brief overview of who's here. And if anyone has any questions at any point, drop them there and then we'll get back to you.
Yeah, and I think for the fitness niche, it's amazing because if you're a personal trainer and you have students, you can broadcast out messages to them each and every morning. Just set it up the week before and say, like, Monday I want to send out, like, every morning like what their macros they have to hit, what their workout is for the day, and maybe a motivational quote, and you can just set that up and let it run once they're a subscriber. So I think that's really cool. And with Chat Fuel, I found so much functionality in it. But yeah, I just wanted to mention that for the fitness niche, since like so many of you guys are in it.
Awesome.
Dope.
Sweet, man.
So,
all right. So why don't you just go ahead and get started?
Let's share it.
Cool. Will, I see your question. We're definitely going to get into that.
Yeah, so you can see my screen now, right?
Yeah, we can all see your screen. Sweet. So Onyx Health Club 24/7.
Yep. And do not go to their page. I would be pissed because
guys,
I've
please
had a
don't
lot
go
of
to
people go through my bot, and they follow up with everybody that goes through their stuff. So don't waste their time, please. Really, there's nothing too special in the welcome message bot at all. And if you like, I have other gym bots, but anywho, so we just, I think I made it a while ago.
Yeah, so why don't you walk us through kind of like the front end strategy as far as whether it's a Facebook ad or organic posting or whatever, and then like getting people into the bot, and then kind of how you utilize the back end or how your client utilizes the back end to make like what, over $18,000 in just like what, 2 months, 3 months?
Yeah. Yeah, over 3 months. So this was end of November when this started. And we just ran it for 3 weeks. It kicked butt.
That's insane.
Yeah. But the advertisement, so it was just posted on the Facebook page. And it just had a crummy picture. For some reason, I found pictures work better than videos for some reason for these giveaways. So we did a giveaway of 1 year of membership, and then the owner was like, let's throw 3 months of personal training in there. I'm like, why do you want to do that? That will waste your like staff's time. When if you just pick a winner that isn't a member at the gym yet, then you're not losing any money there. But he said, let's throw 3 months personal training in there. He said he could flip them to another 3 months. So he would be actually making money off of it. So I'm like, okay, let's just do it. So with any Facebook ad, I highly suggest putting a really, really enticing offer out there. And then when you get them into your bot, give them another offer that's like an offer to get them actually into the gym. So we can, so I used the URL growth tool for this giveaway. And I just posted on their page and said, hey, we're doing a giveaway for 1 year free membership and 3 months of personal training. All you have to do is click this link here. And then I put a little message under it saying, if you click the link, Onyx Bot is going to send you a message. So that's very, very important. Always put that little caveat in there because people haven't interacted with bots before. So you want to be very specific on what the next steps are. And I say, hey, click get started at the bottom of the message when it pops up. Because when you're using a URL growth tool, it won't send them a message right away. It will just say get started at the bottom. So be very specific in your ad copy with that. But
Cool. And yeah, you know what I love is like you kept it really, really simple at the beginning to actually get people into the bot. You know, a lot of people get excited about doing the Facebook comments growth tool, which is also pretty easy to set up. But for like people who are brand new at it, they're kind of like, you know, like how do I make sure that it's hooked up to the post? And I love that you just use the URL. So all you have to do is click it. Super simple.
Yeah, and the thing with why I like using the URL growth tool over the comment growth tool is because maybe it's changed, but I don't think it has. But when somebody shares that post, which people share the giveaway post like crazy, it's awesome. And they even if you don't use the comment growth tool, you'll get a lot of comments of people saying, oh, I love this gym. Oh, I had a transformation at this gym. I did one for a coffee shop too. And there were so many comments like, oh, I love their chai tea here. And like, that's just free advertising for your client.
Absolutely. That's insane.
Yeah. But with the comment growth tool, when somebody shares it and somebody comments on it, then it doesn't send them a message from the shared post. Hey, Judy. And then, so that's why I use the URL growth tool. But it's pretty basic. So I just said, hi, first name, I'm OnyxBot, helping you to enter blah, blah, blah. Are you ready? For some reason, I always put in a second button there. Nope, sounds lame. Like 2 people clicked it and then they went back and clicked, yes, I want to win. So everybody is going to click, yes, I want to win.
Yeah.
So then after they click that, I always like to capture their email and phone number right away. Some people advise against this to warm up the audience before you ask for their phone number and email. But what I found is that when you ask for their email and say, we'll be mailing the winner with instructions, everybody's going to fill it out because they're like, oh, they're going to email the winner with instructions. Cool, I want to win. And then when I ask for their phone number right after that, you say you're going to notify the winner with a call. So people are willing to give up their email and phone number if they're like, oh, this is if I win. And
yeah, it's like how you're actually going to win the contest.
yeah, exactly. So people will fill this out if you do it that way. And we are calling and emailing the winner, so it's not a lie. And another pro tip, I always leave it as text here because if they screw up putting the email or the number in or the email in, right, like it will send them a reply saying, hey, you messed up, but you can skip it. Like, that's stupid.
Yeah. It's a good idea there.
Yeah. So then thank you. We'll be emailing and calling the winner on December 1st. And then I let them know that they're not done yet. So after this is where we give our follow-up like trial or like a discounted service or something. So this has worked really, really well for me. I call it the 10X offer. So when they click yes or no, they're both going to be driven to an offer. So people that say yes are going to be offered personal training sessions. So it's a free personal training session here. Heck yes, I want it. And it increased their chances of winning. I believe in this one it was 5X, but I've changed it to 10X now if they actually claim their mega giveaway and increase your chances of winning by 5X if they come in for a personal training session. So that really gets people to act on it when they can increase their chances of winning. And yeah, same thing for the people that were not members of the gym.
Okay.
Kind of funky up here. I should talk about this. So we did advertisements for 2 gyms, but they're also like within the 10-mile radius of 2 other gyms that we were not doing advertising for that they own too.
Oh, okay.
So we had to include the location. So we just had them type out the location. It was sent to the Google Sheets spreadsheet of what location they were at. And then all of the owners of each location had access to the Google spreadsheet, and they followed up accordingly. And this just dropped through a Zapier integration. This just dropped right into the Google Sheet because we had them fill it out. And then it auto-populated. If somebody put in mentor down here, it would say, mentor, we'd love for you to try out our health club absolutely free. Come in, chances of winning, increase your chances of winning by 5X. Since I've done this, my ad copy has gotten so much better than this.
It's good though. I mean, it all makes sense, and it's like getting people excited.
Yeah,
and
it's pretty straightforward.
Over and over to like take more action, which is perfect.
Yeah, exactly. That's always helpful. Putting things in parentheses and saying, P.S. there is a special, like you want them to keep clicking and keep going. So give them a reason to do that. So are you interested? Yes. We would put a tag there and all that good stuff. So, boom. One extra thing that I put in here was quick question in one simple phrase. What is your fitness goal? So this gives your gym so much firepower to follow up with these leads because they can say, hey, we helped Samantha lose 40 pounds in 3 months. I noticed that you want to lose weight too. We can put you on the same program, blah, 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 you know?
Okay, nice.
So that's the beauty of a bot. Like people are going to answer the questions that you ask them in a bot, unlike a static form or unlike an email. So really what I've started to do after after people have opted in, is run them through a three question questionnaire, and basically getting their number one goal, the number one roadblock of them achieving that goal, and then like their fears surrounding their like training and all that good stuff.
So you're like getting that emotional response like
Yeah.
right off the bat. That's awesome.
Yeah, exactly. And that just gives your client so much firepower to follow up with them. And with me being a personal trainer, it gives me so many responses that I can work off of and put in my ad copy. So
that's awesome. Yeah, you guys, for those of you who are just tuning in, Andrew is also a personal trainer and also really into fitness himself. So it's like the perfect combination.
Yeah, exactly. Kills two birds with one stone. So it's great. So that was basically it. So we had a Zapier integration that hooked up to Google Sheets. It would drop into Google Sheets, and I would have them follow up. You want to put the Zapier integration tag. You probably go into this, Nico, but at the end you want to put Zapier integration tags. At least that's how I do it. And then you just set up the Zapier integration. And also, I've started using Twilio, so they'll get a text now when somebody drops into a Google Sheet. So it's just a text message that has the Google Sheet link URL attached in the text message. So they'll say, "Hey, you got a new lead. Click the URL link, and then it will open up the spreadsheet, and they'll see the new lead in there." So
that's insane. I have not started using Twilio like that at all.
It's pretty
cool.
badass.
What is the flow? What is the flow like up there, kind of above? Because I know we're down at the bottom. What are the first couple parts?
So, so this is getting their location again. Okay. Location, cool. This is for somebody who is already a member at the gym. So we offered a free personal training session, and just played around with the copy in here and tried to get way too freaking fancy with it. So, are you looking to get in shape for the holiday season, but everybody around you is pulling you down? Nico, you should give me some tips on this. But we know how you
feel. That's a good hook right there.
Awesome.
Because that's like what everyone's going through. Like even if you're in shape, like that's
for real. I don't know how well it worked, but most people said yes after this. But we know how you feel. Your friends, family, and colleagues at work are your biggest obstacles to your health goals. You need accountability. You need a partner in crime. You need our free personal training sessions.
Dude, this is copy.
Hey, so we got we gave them 2 free personal training sessions. Sorry, I thought it was just 1.
Okay.
And then we had them answer yes or no. So we could have put a button there, but I wanted this sync directly to the Google Sheet. So I just had them answer. So it went to the Google Sheet and they could see right away if it was yes or no. And then we had them call in. But
okay. Did a lot of people call in?
I think it wasn't a crap ton. I think we were around like a 30% rate of them calling in.
Okay.
But still wasn't bad. And we actually
good for a phone call.
Yeah, I think it's because the 5X offer really helped.
Yeah.
But we ran into technical issues. Like if you're running bots for anything, especially with ManyChat, I ran into a lot of technical issues where like the flow slowed down, or like it would double send messages and all that good stuff. Make sure that your clients know that they can see the messages that people are writing, and just to follow up with those people that get stuck in the flow. Like it doesn't have to be your job to get people through the flow. They have everything. They can see everything, what people's responses are in Facebook Messenger. Just be like, hey, sometimes this screws up. Do you mind keeping an eye on it and just like following up with people that don't go through the whole flow? And that
Yeah,
will
that's key.
dramatically increase your conversion rate. And it's just a simple, hey, can you do this? And there are a lot of clients that I've had, they're lazy as crap and don't do it. It's their fault. So
Yeah.
yeah,
I know, it's like you can get them the leads, but if they don't do
yeah.
anything with them, then
Yeah. So I offer a guarantee for leads, and I suggest everybody else do the same thing too. I'm very confident in being able to get a lot of leads. But if they break one condition in my agreement, then the guarantee is null and void. So if they do not follow up with people that are stuck in the sequence, then it's null and void. I do a sneaky survey too. I've just started implementing this. I'm really good friends with Jeff Miller. He's like, dude, you need to do this. And just going through, either if it's a bot or a sales funnel, going through it yourself with a fake alias and seeing if your clients are following up. And if they're not,
that's good.
yeah, if they're not, it's their fault if these leads aren't closing.
I
Because
think I actually heard Jeff say that he like called into one of his clients because they told him that, you know, the people that were calling in were like low quality or whatever. And then like he said that they totally were not doing anything nearly around like what he said to do. So
yeah, people lie. It's crazy.
Yeah, I got to check on those clients.
Yeah, for real. But yeah, that's a basic flow. It wasn't the
Awesome.
sexiest, but it definitely got the job done. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all about that offer.
Absolutely. And so so you said you put about like $250 into ads. Did you just kind of do like a local, just like within a certain region?
Yeah. So I highly, highly suggest posting it to their Facebook page first. So don't just run it as an ad, post it to their Facebook page. And what I do is I boost it. So I just boost it to people who have liked the page, because organically it's just going to hit 3 to 5% of people who like the page. So boost it to that page, and then you get social proof. So I call it social stacking. So you stack that post with so many likes and so many comments, and then you can blast it out to a 10-mile radius. Or if you're in a big city, you can do like a 2-3 mile radius. I'm kind of jealous of that because I can only do, so you do 10 like miles.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah. That's awesome though. Okay, so you post on the page first, then you do a little boost, and then you run it as a Facebook ad once it gets some traction.
Yeah.
Perfect. Awesome.
That's a basic breakdown.
That's pretty much it. Yeah. I mean, I love the simplicity of it. It's not, I mean, sure, there's a couple different steps here, but really it all makes sense. And it's all like, I think that what the issue that a lot of people have, and like myself included, is like they think that it needs to be a lot more complicated than it actually is.
You can, but don't. It depends how much the customer is paying you.
Right.
If this was actually a paid trial, so for 2 weeks he paid me $600. I'm like, that's cool, because it was $2,000 for the month, and then we killed this, and I got the $2,000 for the month. But if he was paying me that money up front, and it wasn't just a trial, I would add sequences in here. So when people hit like, yes, they want the 2-week free trial, I would send them through maybe like a 3 to 5 day sequence where it just tells them about the gym, gives them like health tips and that sort of thing. There are added things that you can do to this that increases like the amount of people that will fall in love with their brand, but you don't have to do that.
Gotcha. Awesome. Yeah, especially when it's like when you're just gathering leads and stuff like that, you don't necessarily need to, at least right away, you don't necessarily need to have these long sequences built out, because you can always follow up with like broadcasts and stuff like that.
Exactly.
Cool.
And that's actually what we did. What was it? Black Friday? Yeah, I think it was Black Friday. So there are always leads that are not gonna sign up. Like, obviously, you're gonna get so many of those. So we sent out a broadcast saying Black Friday special. I think we increased it to 3 weeks, a 3-week trial. and we got 14 people to sign up on a Calendly link to come in. We got 16 people sign up. 14 people actually showed up. And we made an extra, it was like $1,200 off of that. Just the one broadcast. So
Dude,
that's
insane.
That's the beauty of a bot. And I should mention, we announced
again, because I think a lot of people who are just getting started with bots, like they really don't have that belief and don't have that confidence that it's going to be different from all those other marketing strategies out there, right? I mean, tell me if you guys are feeling that in the comments, because I know I've been talking to a lot of you guys, and like a lot of you guys who are newer are wondering, you know, is this actually going to pay off? And Andrew's just got this freaking amazing result right there. And not just that one, like a ton of amazing results.
Just look at the open rates. It's stupid. So stupid.
It's crazy.
It was, and always announce the winner in the bot. So if you do a giveaway like this, we had a 99% read rate for the winner announcement. And so it was just a simple broadcast. It was just like, hey, drum roll, please. We're going to announce the winner. Hit this button. And we got like 85% to hit the button to move on. So that's a click-through rate. So I love screenshotting that one where it has like 99%, 99% read rate, and then 85% click-through rate. So
I know, it's insane. I got one yesterday that was 100% open rate and 90%. It was literally to exactly 100 people. It was 100% open rate, 90% click-through rate. Exactly.
That's just stupid.
It's crazy good, you guys. Like, bots are the freaking way of the future.
Especially if you have raving fans, you're going to get much higher read rates and click-through rates. So this was from people that like haven't even experienced the gym yet, like a lot of them. So
I know, that's insane. Like, these are brand new, like completely cold leads. I mean, maybe they've heard of the brand before, just being a local, but still,
for real.
Awesome. Cool, you guys. Okay, so we've got a couple of questions down in the comments, and if you guys have more questions at any point, make sure that you open up the chat box, because it's a little hard to see in Zoom. So open up the chat box and drop any questions that you've got there. But let's go through all the questions that we have so far. So first off, Will says, what are you typically charging and offering for bots, and how are you packaging it? I did Facebook ads for gyms and trainers for the past year and a half.
Yeah, it's all over the place. So I break it down into two different categories. You've got a lead generation bot, which is what you're looking at right now. And then you have like a welcome bot. I call it welcome bot. I need to think of a better like name for it. But that's basically just taking their website and putting it into a messenger bot. So you have like, hey, what's up? Check out our stuff down below. That's my amazing ad copy. And then you have like a carousel or gallery of like their services. Like they can click on services. They can click on like meet the trainers. They can click on like location, directions to the gym. And then it just directs them to like what the services are. And you can add in like all their services with pretty pictures. Like add as many pictures as possible. People love bots with pictures. One thing that I would be careful of is adding too many GIFs, because it can really slow the bot down. But with pictures, you're pretty safe. But in terms of charging, the cool thing is you own these bot subscribers. If you're not telling them like what service, you're not like really hiding it from them. Like if you don't tell them what service you're using, like if it's ManyChat or ChatFuel or anything like that, you technically own these subscribers. So you can be like, hey, if you want to get 80 to 90% open rates next month, I have the power to do that, and we can send some broadcasts out. So that gives you some leverage to sign them up for the next month.
Interesting.
So for like the initial build out of like a welcome bot or a lead generation bot, I would say depending on the complexity, like anywhere from $500 to like $1,500 if it's pretty complex. For a gym at least, like you can go much higher than that for like an influencer or something of that sort. But yeah, so that's for the initial build out. And then for management, if you're doing Facebook ads on top of it, you can do them in tandem for like $1,000 to $1,500 a month. That's what I typically do if they want a bot and Facebook ads. But they also have to pay for that initial build out, which is typically $500 to $1,500 for at least a gym. But
Okay, gotcha.
it really doesn't, like, you can't sell it unless you show them an ROI, or if they really believe like it will save them time and money. So that's the important part, like showing
It's
like
all about like positioning and value and stuff like that.
Yep.
Right?
Yep. Showing how much value that this bot will provide to them. So going over the value ladder, going over the value proposition of bots. It's a 24, how I pitch them, it's a 24/7 salesman for your company. So you salesman, customer service rep, lead qualifier, all that good stuff, 24/7 around the clock. And then the way I sell it is I put a bot in their hand. I let them play around with a bot, whether it's like a little demo bot that I made out for them, or if it's just a bot that I've built out previously. And when I was first starting out, I just used the Discover tab in the Messenger app and went to that, looked up like coffee shop, found a coffee shop bot, and then put it in the coffee shop owner's hands.
Right. Yeah. So you just go over to the Discover tab and like actually show them your phone and say like, hey guys, do you want one of these? Right. Like, because it's a little bit hard to sell a bot when people, I mean, a lot of local business owners like don't even know, they don't really understand like what Facebook ads can really do for them. And like, especially now with new bot technology, a lot of people are just like, I don't even know what that is at all.
Yeah.
Like,
for real. People get confused as shit with new technology. Sorry about the swearing, by the way.
It's cool, man.
Kind of just flows.
Cool. Do you? Okay. So, all right. So sweet. That makes like a ton of sense. And I like how you broke it down into like clear numbers for everyone to go out and actually implement that. So let's see. Next question that we've got is from Dennis. What are some of the reasons you prefer Chatfuel over ManyChat? I use Chatfuel now, but started with ManyChat, but didn't get into it too far. Yeah, because I know you said you're starting to like Chatfuel more, so I'm kind of curious.
Starting to. Just the functionality in it. I've started really getting, I've gotten into calculations, and that's like, I haven't messed with that functionality in ManyChat, and I don't even think it has that functionality that I can like calculate something out, you know? Maybe I can. I don't know yet, but I found it to be super simple in Chatfuel. So just the functionality. I think starting out, ManyChat was very easy to pick up. Chatfuel can be a little confusing to some people, but it just comes down to personal preference because they both do the same things. I mean, like there are very little differences between the two platforms. Like, oh, cool, ManyChat, you can put in a PDF document in there, but you can't in Chatfuel. Like just little things like that. Because like with that PDF document, you could just, put it on a website or something. So.
Yeah, I mean, I totally agree with you. It's like really, really subtle. For me, personally, I feel like the UI of ManyChat is just like a little bit more like user friendly. That's literally it. Like,
especially with the Flow Builder. Flow Builder is sexy.
Yeah, I know. Flow Builder is amazing. And the fact that you can like share flows, which is freaking bomb.
Yeah, that is really cool.
Like, I am obsessed with that right now.
Yeah, when I started before that came out, like it was kind of like, oh, Chatfuel, you can share templates, but with ManyChat, you can't. So
I know. Oh yeah, you're right. That was one of the reasons why I wanted to just start out with Chatfuel, because that was already a thing for them. But then ManyChat did. So sweet.
Yeah.
All right, so we've got Austin the King. All right. So wait, you said the bot won't work if someone shares the giveaway on their wall. Yeah. So with the comment growth tool, or do you want to?
Yeah, that's only with the comment growth tool. So if you keep it as a URL growth tool, they'll still be able to click the link and go through the bot and everything if that post was shared. But with the comment growth tool, I don't know if things have changed because I haven't tried this in a while, but I'm pretty sure it's the same. So if somebody shares that post that's on your business page, and then somebody comments on that post that was shared, then they do not get the pop-up. Like the bot doesn't pop up with the comment growth tool. So that's why I don't use it for giveaways, because with giveaways, people share them like crazy. It's pretty insane.
No, that's a really good way around that too. I'm so glad that you brought that up, because we had another interview in the group like this week, and someone was having really big success with giveaways, but I think she was using the comment growth tool. And so we were trying to figure out like a way to get around that. So there's your answer.
Yeah, well, you can still have huge success with the comment growth tool with giveaways. It will increase organic reach, but organic reach is getting smaller and smaller. And with shares, like, I mean, I guess it doesn't matter too much, because when people share things from business pages now, like, they're not really going to show up in the news feed, which was like Mark Zuckerberg just announced that like algorithm change. So that's another thing too. So
that's fine. But no, I think it's a good thing that you like brought up that point, because I think you can still kind of get away with like getting people to comment, but you know, that's just not how they're going to be entering the bot. So you can say like, hey, if you want to enter the contest, like comment I'm in, and then click this link, and then the link can be the URL to join the bot.
Yeah. Perfect.
Sweet. So hope that answers your question, Austin. Then we got Dennis. What do you think some of the best types of local businesses to hit up for a chat bot besides gyms? And do you have a contract that you write up for your bot clients?
So no, I don't have a contract. I should probably do it. I've just never gotten into contracts. I've gotten into proposals, but not like official contracts. I should, just not something I've done yet.
I mean, I say if you can do it without it, then.
Yeah, I'm not too formal with anything. But best local businesses to hit up. Restaurants take time if you're building out a menu in their chatbot, but it's pretty badass. So I've built out a couple of menus, one for a coffee shop recently, and it just looks super cool. I put in it was on Chatfuel, put in a little functionality where I was upselling them. It was like, hey, this hot chocolate goes great with this muffin. So if they chose to buy the hot chocolate, then it would go to something else. So that's some amazing functionality you can put in there. So that's a value proposition that you can say to restaurants, hey, it can upsell. Obviously, yoga studios are great. Basically, any local business can utilize a chatbot because there's so much functionality in it. So I bet a ton of you guys work with chiropractors. I have one chiropractic bot where they can schedule their next appointment. So we made a poster for him, and they just scanned the little the code.
Oh yeah. You use the code. Okay.
Yeah, and it just says, hey, schedule your next appointment, and then there's a link to schedule their next appointment. So if their receptionist isn't there or they're busy, then because they had an issue with that, we just made a quick chat bot. Seriously, it's like 2 steps. And like it's super simple. But if there's value in it, if they have a pain, you can pretty much fix it with a chat bot. You just use your brain. So any local business is good. Don't go for crappy clients. Like, I've had so many students waste their time on crappy clients, and stop. Like, at the beginning, don't just take anything you can get. Like, train yourself to say no to people. And that will save you a lot of time and make you a lot of money.
Totally. Because there are people, I mean, once you can communicate the value of, you know, what these bots are doing for your customers, like, it's insane. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
I put that very eloquently, as you can tell. But
I thought you were a copywriter.
Yeah. All right. So we've got. I actually don't really do that anymore. Did I tell you that?
You're done copywriting?
I pretty much stopped. Yeah.
Shit.
So
Are you
just
still
because
kind
I
of?
got to focus on the messenger bots.
I love it. Man.
Yeah. Got to focus on the movement. All right. So we got another question. Couple questions from Will. So Will says, "Have you tried doing a phone call versus your Calendly and having them go straight to a consult?" I meant Calendly versus phone call.
I like Calendly. Like if you're ending it, get somebody to sign up on a Calendly link, or some type of schedule, a Acuity or whatever, over phone call. I like that way more. If I could go back and change this, if they had a scheduler that I could direct somebody to, I would put it in there. You just get a lot more people to sign up.
Yeah, because some people might really want to do it, but they're like, maybe like right the second that they're looking at the bot is not a good time for a phone call for them.
Yeah. Another pro tip. Oh, this is one of my favorite secrets. I guess it's not really a secret now, but so when you're getting somebody to sign up to schedule a time, like people are like, oh, I don't have my schedule in front of me. I don't know if I'm going to be available when I pick a time. So just say, hey, you can change your time at any time. So people can actually do that in Calendly. So it's not a lie. It relieves stress on the person, and they're like, oh, I can change it at any time, so I can just pick a time now. And it locks in their voucher, or it locks in their pass if they pick a time. So that will get so many more signups. For a chiropractor, it went, I put it on the end of, the first time I ever tried it, I put it on the end of a thank you page. A thank you page already had really good copy and was getting like a 40% like people to sign up at like 40%. Nice. Not to opt in. I think the opt-in rate was like 20%, but actually getting them to the thank you page, 40%. And then when you put that little caveat in there, it went up to 60%. And it was like, holy crap. I just put two sentences in there and it just jumped up. So I really think it's just because it relieves stress. People are like, okay, I can change it anytime.
It makes them feel like they're not making this huge commitment.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's an awesome secret. So thank you for sharing that.
Yeah. No problem, man.
Then let's see. Will says, do you have an example agreement you use that covers that about not meeting specific conditions, or do you offer a la carte options for gyms?
A la carte options for like portions of the bot. Is that what he's asking?
I think Will said correct. You said that recently, Will. So if you're listening, maybe you can clarify. But yeah, okay. He says yes. Whatever you just said.
Basically, I'm like, hey, we're gonna run a Facebook ad that's gonna go into a messenger bot. This is what the price is gonna be. This is the value proposition, what it's gonna do for you. And then when I break it out in that terms, and like I have a little like shopping cart list of like everything he gets with the Facebook ads and with the messenger bot, what they do and why they're beneficial. And I put a price tag next to each one, and it comes out to like $8,000. So I'm like, hey, this is what people would typically charge for this, but it's $1,500 for this month. So I basically tell them, hey, it's going to be a lead generation bot. This is going to help you. You want more leads. There you go. Or like, hey, your website isn't getting too much traffic, and it's not that great. I can make it in a messenger bot. It's a one-off fee for $1,000. This is what it'll do for you. Here are the benefits. This is how much it typically costs, but this is your price for the one-off. So it's basically just lead generation bot or a welcome messenger bot. So that's how I kind of break it down. But you can,
awesome,
man, what you can think up, like you can basically create in a bot. So there's so many different types that you can do.
Totally. Yeah. And I think you made a really good point where you kind of want to be focusing on like the bot should be like based around the result that you're getting them. Right. Mm-hmm. So like a lead generation bot, or like you know, like for the coffee shop, like upselling them, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Or a lawyer. Lawyers have a difficult time with qualifying leads. They get a crap ton, but they waste so much time on the phone that basically a bot will save them a crap ton of time. There are already bots out there on lawyers' websites, but there are some that like don't have them. But you can just make a lead qualification bot. Say, hey, all these answers are going to Google Sheets. Just pick out the people that you want to call that have already qualified themselves. And be like, holy crap, it saves me a lot of time. And lawyers make a lot of money, so they're willing to pay for save time. So,
absolutely, yeah. I think it's really key to like communicate that this is also a time saver too, like a huge time saver. If you're filtering out bad leads.
Yeah.
Judy says, oh yeah, okay. So Judy still doesn't have. Judy, you are. I almost said you to man, but you're a woman. She's still okay. So we were talking earlier. Like last week or something, and Judy does not have a Discover tab. We're thinking it's maybe because she's in Canada. So we don't know.
Oh, yeah, some countries
don't have. People in Canada don't have the Discover tab. So if you're Canadian or if you're elsewhere, then you might not have that. So
there are so many bot sites though. Like there is a bot for that.com, I believe, is one. Botlist.co is another one. Just go to those websites. And you can look up a bot basically for any industry and then show it to potential clients.
All right. And yeah, it's a great idea. So you guys don't feel like you can't show people, show prospective clients working functional bots just because you don't have the Discover tab. You can still do that with those two sites. And Judy also says the F word is my fave. No offense.
Fuck yeah.
Noted, Judy. And Dennis says, yeah. Okay. Judy says it's way cheaper too. ManyChat, yeah, ManyChat is like $10 a month, and I think Chatfuel is $30.
$30. Depending on the subscribers. Didn't somebody get like 10,000 subscribers?
Yeah, it depends. Yeah, one person got 10,000 subscribers. Like that was who we interviewed earlier on. So then it's going to be expensive. But when you have that many subscribers, if you're using bots in the right way, like it does not matter.
Yeah, you'll get your money back easily.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Seriously, don't worry about it.
And if you have that type of audience, you're probably rich already, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah. And then Amanda says, I love the open rates for bots. My 2 sequences have 96 and 97.8% open rates. You're badass, Amanda.
Sweet.
Will says, have you tried any offers just for personal trainers themselves versus gym owners? And if so, did you do that did you offer a free session or two? Also, have you worked with trainers in the online space as well? I ran both to schedule a call. That did really well. Just curious.
Yeah, so I'm just starting with personal trainers. I am studying to get my NASM personal trainer certificate. And I just paid for a mentorship for online personal training to get that started. So I have not worked with any just exclusively personal trainers yet, but I've built out my bot for it. But as for suggestions, like with Facebook ads, it's all about having an irresistible offer or being super duper specific in your ad copy of like what results that they're going to get. Like, don't just say you'll lose weight. I'm not sure if you can say in Facebook ad copy, but like
that's the one tricky thing.
Yeah. Like you can't really say like Susie lost 40 pounds in three months.
Yeah.
But on the like first message in the bot, you could probably do that. But put an irresistible offer out there, and I don't know what that is yet, but test different. Just sit down for 30 minutes and come up with like different offers and think, hey, would I sign up for this offer if it was put in front of me? Like people need more white space in their lives. Like they need more time to think and create instead of just like jumping around to different things. I struggled with it for the longest time. But when you really strategize on like what your bot's going to look like, what your Facebook ad is going to look like when you actually think about it, that's when you actually create a good advertisement. So Hope that helps.
Word. That totally helps, man.
Word.
Thank you so much. Dennis says, I thought Chat Fuel you only have to pay if you want to remove their branding from the bot. I feel like, yeah, maybe that's right.
Yeah.
Right. I've only played with them like once.
So you have all the functionality in Chat Fuel. It's basically just removing their branding. So it's pretty badass.
Nice.
But I still pay for it because I don't want to have it say like powered by Chat Fuel when I'm running it for a client. So.
Oh yeah, I know it. It kind of just looks a little. I don't know. It's not that bad, but like, it's much nicer without that for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Cool, man. Well, I seriously appreciate you sharing all this like insane knowledge. Like, seriously, you guys, this is like, this bot has been crushing it for Andrew and all of his clients. So I hope you guys realize like, you know, this is not, it's like not too complicated, right? Like really just making an irresistible offer, using that ref URL, just getting people excited and getting them to continue on clicking the buttons. And literally like, if you use this exact same strategy, you will be successful.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's no question.
Agreed.
It's absolutely amazing. So any last question? Okay, we've got Austin says, do all the Facebook ads rules apply to chat bots? I thought they did, so I couldn't say lose X amount of weight next time.
Yeah. Well, so you mean within the bot?
Yeah.
I mean,
Austin, you mean within the bot? Because I kind of don't.
I'm like, screw those. I probably shouldn't, but like, if Facebook isn't going to go through every funnel or every bot, so I bet they rarely do. So if you're on the second step of the bot, if you're on like the second step of the bot and you like have a transformation in there, like Susie was, I keep doing Susie, but 220 pounds and now she's 180 and you have a side-by-side picture, I don't think Facebook is going to shut it down because of that. I doubt they'll even look at that. But if you put that as the Facebook picture, that's not going to slide.
Yeah, so they definitely like, here's the thing. If people report your bot, then that's a bad thing, obviously. But right now, it's kind of a gray area between what you can and can't really send. And even if you do break like typical like Facebook advertising rules within a chatbot, like really at this right now, nothing happens. I'm not saying go like do like scammy stuff or like purposely break the rules, but like in some of mine, I've said like, you know, this is going to help you make like so much more money in your business. And like, you can't usually say it's a little bit of a gray area, but
yeah, I mean, to be on the safe side, I guess don't do it. But if it's the difference between making $5,000 and like $15,000, I mean, go for it. But you don't want to be thrown in Facebook jail. So like Nico said, it's gray area. It's kind of the Wild West right now with bots. So we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. But use it or lose it. Just use it smart. Use it wisely.
Don't sell drugs in it.
Yeah, don't sell drugs in your bot.
Yeah, that
is a piece of advice.
I think that's the best tip we've given all that.
Yeah, value bomb right there at the end. Dennis says, "Dang." All right, Dennis.
No trouble.
I don't know what you're doing.
That's funny.
Cool, you guys. Well, I don't want to keep Andrew on here too much longer, but seriously, man, like appreciate everything that you.
I got nothing to do.
No, it's not true. You got clients to deliver amazing results for. So seriously, appreciate your time. And thank you everyone who tuned in. Go ahead and give Andrew a big thank you down in the chat right now. Because he's absolutely awesome at everything he does. And he's just a really cool guy. So.
Yo, those were some awesome questions. So thank you guys for that. I love answering questions. So hit me up. Also have a group. I'm going to name drop my group here. The 6-Figure Digital Marketer. Join it. There are amazing digital marketers in there. And you'll learn a lot. So I gotta plug that, Nico. Sorry.
Yeah, no, don't be sorry. I'm all about plugging because you put out really quality stuff. So
thanks, buddy.
All right, you guys. So we're gonna log off the call, and this is recorded. So I will be posting that in a little bit there. So thanks for everyone who logged on, and we're gonna end the call in just a second. See you guys.
See you guys.